So yeah, guys, so now the measurement, the neck measurement we are using for this is a 15.5. So 15.5, just take the two front side together and you lay it like this, and just lay it like this. Join the two together with the folding, with the front folding inside. Lay it together like this, and you notch 1.5. Notch 1.5. So notch 1.5 with half inch. Just notch it with half inch. That's a 1.5. Then you reconfirm the remaining you have. So this place now is supposed to have like a 7.7 or 7.6. So but this is not up to that. So I will have to retrim the neck. So that it will be up to what I want. So just lay it like this. Lay it like this. And let me reconfirm it from this point of notching to the other extreme now. You can see that what I have here is a 14 inches. So I am supposed to have like a 15.5. So I will need to retrim it. Just retrim it round. Please, I advise you to stay to the end of the video so that you will not miss any part of it. So there are some tips that will as well guide you in achieving the best results in this video. So now what I will have left now is a 15.5. So and that is okay. So now the next thing to do is to notch the back center. The center, just take the two fronts together and then you notch it. So now let's cut the neck, the collar itself. So the best stay or sleeve to use for this is the lightest collar stay, which we use for the button stand. So that is the best collar to use. So now 15.5, then you divide it by 2. So you divide it by 2 like this. Then you just divide it like 2 like this. Then whatever you have, that's a 7.7 thereabouts. So after you have folded the collar stay into 2, just mark it like that and measure 1 inch upward at that point. Measure 1 inch upward at that point. Then you roll it straight. Roll it straight like this. So now let me confirm so you can see it. That's a 7.7. So let me use a office pin to hold it so that it will not be shifting. So now the next thing to do now is to divide what we have here into 2. Is to divide it into 2. Divide the whole this thing again into 2 and mark that point. Then you connect the 2 line with the 1 inch we first measure upward. Just connect the 2 line, the 2 points rather. So and mark from that point upward, that's a 1.5 upward. Then whatever you have as the length there, measure it straight. That's a 2.5. So that's a 2.5. So hope you understand that. So from down part to the upward, so it will be straight. So 1 inch plus 1.5, that's a 2.5. So that is what you will measure at the end of the other side. So then you shape it, you trim it out like this, and voila, that is it. That is the pattern for this neck. So now I just want to confirm that. So now the next thing to do is to apply this stay on the material. So take the remaining pieces. So if you don't know how we cut these shirts, I will leave the link in the description box below. So do well to check it out. That is how to cut the camp collar shirt. It's very easy and then straightforward. So I advise you to check out the video so that you will understand how we cut the neck. And if you are just checking out the channel for the first time, I advise you to click on the subscribe button so that you will not miss any part of the video. Whenever I drop an amazing video like this again, you will be notified. So I advise you, please let me hit the like button. Let me hit the like button so that YouTube will be able to show this video to a lot of people, and you are as well helping others to derive value in this video by clicking the like button. So now just bend it like this, iron it out like this, and that is all. So the next thing to do now is to proceed to the sewing properly and just trim the edge so that what we have left will be like half inch. So now the next thing to do now is to proceed to the machine. So now let's go there. So now after you have iron it out like this, you have applied the stay like this. So the first thing to do is to stitch the collar. You can use surface pin to hold it due to the texture of the material that I'm using, so that it will not be shifting. So that is why I'm using office pin to hold it. Stitch it round, and whenever you are stitching the collar, don't stitch it too close. Don't stitch it too close to the collar stay. Leave a little space there so that the back side will not be reflecting outside, will not be reflecting in the front. That is, the back side of the material will not be reflecting in the front. If you have been following my channel, you will have understand what I mean better. But just make sure that you did not stitch too close to the collar stay. So now let's can as well trim this a bit to make it rhyme. So now let's remove the office pin, and turn it notch here. Turn the other side as well. Then now you stitch on the edge. Stitch is very tiny. Stitch the edge round all through, and make sure you bend the back side. You bend it inward so that it will not be reflecting on the front. The back side, make sure you bend it inward so it will not be reflecting in the front. So this part of the thing that will make your work to be very, very neat and look more professional. So now that is all. So the next thing to do now is to notch the center. So you join the two sides together. You can see that. So just join the two sides together. Join it together like this. Then you notch the center. So now you have to fix it to the material. So just take the front side. This is the front side now. then you turn it, you turn the back on it like this, you stitch it with half inch, stitch it with half inch. So at that point of a notching now, place the collar, just place the collar there. You can see the front where they apply the stay, that is where I'm putting on the front, that is where it's showing outside. So just place it at that point where you notch and stitch it all through. You can reinforce it at that point and sew it straight. So when you get to this edge now, where the facing ended, you just need to notch that place. This place now, just notch it with like half inch, and you only turn the front. You open the front and make sure that the notching on the collar is matched with the notching on the material. So when you get here, you just stop and start from the other side so that the collar will be equal. So you turn this place inward like this as well. Then you stitch it with half inch. So now place the collar at that notching again. Place it on that notching again. Stitch it all through, and when you get to this point where the facing ended here, you notch both collar again, notch the collar as again with half inch. Then after you notch the two, then you open the first one where the collar is. You open this one like this. You don't stitch on this, turn it inside. One stitch on this, you stitch this one later. So this is that front side. That is what we use to fold all the material inside. So just turn it outside like that. Turn it outside. So now this is it. So that's notching now where the facing ended. You still need to re-notch it again. You re-notch it like this so that you'll be able to pull everything inside, and this will make your work to be very neat. So open it very well. So this place as well, you notch it again. You notch the main material also, and you pull it inside. You pull it inside. You can see in the previous video that I did on the camp collar, you can see that the facing of that material is not that very wide. So but this one is very wide, and it will give us the perfect result. So just stitch it all through like that with with very close. Stitch it all through and make sure you put this place inward very well. Make sure you pull it inside. Stitch on the material like this. Use it to cover it. Please, if you derive any value in this video, help me hit the like button. Help me hit the like button. And if you are just coming across this channel for the first time, please help me click on the subscribe button so that you will be seeing more amazing video like this again whenever I drop it. So just stitch it all through like this, and that is all. Voila, we are through. That is all. So knowing how to sew this type of collar will make your work to be stand out, to make your work to stand out. And this is a trending collar now. So now let's see the results on the table. So this is how to iron it now. Just lay it like this. You first re-iron it from the back. Re-iron it from the back. After you do that, you turn it way around. Re-iron this place as well to make your work to be very neat. So now, next thing to do is to hold these two sides, the two extreme. Turn it inward like this. Turn it inward. Then you apply iron. Make sure that the iron is very hot. And if you are not using steam iron, you can just apply a little water on it so that the gator will be very lay and it will relax. The material will be very lay and the gator will come out and the collar will be well relaxed. So just iron it like this. So now let's see the results properly. This is how it is. That is it. That's it. So please, for more amazing video like this again, let me hit the subscribe button and turn on your notification bell so that whenever I drop an amazing video like this again, you will be notified. So thank you for watching and remain blessed till I bring you another amazing video.